farm to fork capital and some of the richest farmland in the world. It's time for What's in Season with Michael Marks.
Well, hello and welcome to What's in Season with Michael Marks. I am Michael Marks, your produce man, and we're going to go on a tour every single month and talk about some of the fruits and vegetables of that month. And I cannot wait to show you the 3 things of spring for March. It is, I love the change of seasons. When I used to work in a grocery store, the change of seasons meant that you changed the look of the department. So I love it when spring comes. You see these huge displays of asparagus, huge displays of artichokes, and we start getting big displays of even strawberries. And you start seeing the larger packs of strawberries as well. So let's get into this. Let's talk about the 3 things of spring. First of all, let's start with the most important, in my opinion. Strawberries. Of course, we got to start with fruit. Now, of course, you know, in California, we've had a lot of rain. It means that farmers have to go into the fields and they have to harvest those strawberries before the rain comes. That's why you end up this time of year sometimes when you have a lot of rain, well, what we call white shoulder. Very, very typical this time of year when we're starting to get rain. So you see these strawberries with a little bit of white shoulder on them, but how do you pick out the best strawberries? The white shoulder doesn't bother me. That's just a little bit of the strawberry. The thing that I'm looking for on strawberries is how shiny are they? They need to be shiny. Do you know why I want a very, very shiny strawberry? By the way, up here is called the Kaix. My friend with a little green hat. I call it. And this calyx needs to be nice and fresh and green as well. But when the skin is shiny, that means the skin is very, very tight. Why do you think the strawberry is so tight? It's because it's full of juice and full of sugar. And that's when you have the best tasting strawberries. When you see strawberries that are starting to lose that shine, they're losing some of the sugar, losing some of the moisture, not going to taste nearly as good. The next thing I want to do, I just walk right over to that big display of strawberries and I just smell. I just sniff it just a little bit. Does it smell like strawberry shortcake? Oh my goodness, those are going to be good strawberries. That's what I want to take home. By the way, you probably have never asked yourself, but how many seeds are on every single strawberry? Yeah, there's around 200 seeds on every strawberry. You can have your kids count if you want. So that's the first thing of spring. Oh my goodness, beautiful strawberries. Let's talk artichokes, the second thing of spring. I love artichokes this time of year, and these are absolutely gorgeous. Sometimes you get what we call winter-kissed artichokes because it gets so cold at night down in Castroville, California, and we get this what I call chapped lips. Now, the Italian farmers in Castroville, they love the frost-kissed artichokes, and here's why. What happens when it's cold outside? What's the first thing you do when you want to go outside? That's right, you put on a sweater or a coat. What's the first thing the artichoke does as well? When it starts getting cold, it puts more meat on the leaves, and that of course is the coat of the artichoke. And so the Italian farmers in Castroville, they go out, they look for those frost-kissed artichokes. So the couple things that I look for in artichokes, first of all, see that right there? That's the stem. Fat stem. That's because a fatter stem means there's a bigger heart inside of that artichoke. And that's what you want anyway, right? Besides, you get by the leaves, you get to that heart. The second thing, lift it up. Very heavy for its size. Remember, the heavier it is, the more meat is on those leaves. The third thing, give it a quick little squeeze. Oh, did you hear that? Oh yeah, that's exactly what you want. It needs to squeak. A squeaking artichoke is a fresh artichoke. Let me just go ahead and cut this in half and show you something. By the way, do not in a million years throw away that stem. Just peel the stem. The stem is totally edible. Look at this. Here's the heart of the artichoke. Look where the heart goes, right down into the stem. In fact, if you were to eat artichokes this time of year in Italy, they will serve it with about 18 inches of the stem still attached. They just peel that stem. It is so good. So please, never in a million years throw away that stem. So that is the second thing of spring. Now finally, let's get to asparagus, the third thing of spring. Oh my goodness. By the way, I brought something with me. This is the tool that they use in order to harvest the asparagus. Asparagus is way down there on the ground, and they have to dig down through the ground and dig that spear off the root. So the first thing I want to talk about with asparagus, oh my goodness, fat or skinny? Fat is what you want. I always look for the fatter spears of asparagus, and here is why. The fields of asparagus put out a crop of asparagus for up to 25 years. The younger fields, from age 5 to about 12 or 13, that's when those fields are putting out the biggest, the best, the sweetest, the most tender spears. As those fields get older, the older they get, that's when they start putting out what we call pencil-thin asparagus, very tiny little asparagus. So that is how you pick out the best asparagus. The fatter they are, the better it's going to be. Hey, coming up later on in the show, we're going to talk with somebody who works with kids, and we're going to make an asparagus boat. So don't go away. We're coming right back.